time now for Midnight Baseball. I'm Spencer.Dodgers, and this is episode number 109. Lay your wild cards down. We're playing the game of poker, and this is Major League Baseball, and it's late in the hand, the river's running, and it's time to do some action, right? Let's talk about this episode, who's in the wild card race. Most of the divisions are already locked up, but there's some few tight races going on with the last 15 games of the season during these 2 weeks. We're going to keep a close eye on, talk about them right now. But before we get into that, the biggest wild card, topic number one tonight is Mr. Shohei Otani. The biggest figure in baseball world right now. He's the all-star, the protege, the phenom, the number one scouted baseball player in the world right now, playing over in Japan. Most of us know about Mr. Otani. I've talked about him before in Midnight Baseball, okay? He's 24 years old, 6'5", 230 pounds, right? He's the modern day Babe Ruth. When you reference Babe Ruth, you talk about a player who can do both all-star hitting abilities with ace caliber pitching stuff, right? He's an all-star hitter and also ace at the same time. So, of course, all Major League Baseball teams are salivating over this, right? But as you know about this, you heard today that he's come and he wants his team in Japan to post him, right? I think it's the Nipomo Hams or one of the other big teams. I'm blanking on that. But one of the teams he wants to be posted, but remember as this conversation goes around the circuit is the new collective bargaining agreement, which interferes with the international signing bonus, is the biggest effectiveness of why he's coming now. Because if he can wait till he turns to be 26 years old, he can make an excess of over $20 to $30 million just in this first contract. But because he wants to sign before that age, he's not able to receive that bonus from the new Major League Baseball agreement, right? And that was kind of more wanting to go down in the Latin America countries, the Dominican and Venezuela, to stop kind of the international trafficking of players, right, with the super bonuses. But it really affected the Japanese market, and Shohei Otani, the big guy coming over, it's affecting him big time. But he's awesome because he wants to come over. He wants to play baseball now. He wants to show the world and his idol, Mr. Yu Darvish, that his talents are ready for the big stage. I promote that. I'm excited to see him. But look for him to go to an American League team because he wants to hit more than just the days he pitches. So imagine that, a pitcher who actually is the DH on his days off. Super exciting. He's in the land of the Bronx. Don't tell anybody. Speaking of the Yankees, Mr. Aaron Judge, booyah, the possible MVP of the American League, guaranteed American League Rookie of the Year, my boy Aaron Judge. He's been one of my favorite players since this whole season. I call him my surprise player. I told you about him last year. If he does good, this team will go. The New York Yankees are going to the playoffs. They're going to be the number one wild card seed in the American League, okay? So imagine if Otani with Gary Sanchez, Clint Frazier, all the young boys doing work that propelled this Yankee teams into the playoffs this year. Awesome job, Yankees. Amazing job, Aaron Judge. Second wild card team might be the Angels, or who's currently in that last spot, in the Minnesota Twins. They're up over the Angels by a game and a half. Twins are playing hard behind Paul Molitor again. I love seeing that name, Paul Molitor. I think he's a motivational. He's a great manager, okay? But Mike Scioscia and the boys in Anaheim aren't going down, right? They picked up Upton and some of these newer guys that haven't turned it around. Other American League wildcard teams have fallen off. Blue Jays, Mariners, Royals. They're all gone by the wayside now. So Twins, Angels, watch it. Will Mike Trout sneak in and play a game against the Yankees in the Bronx? I might have predicted it 2 weeks ago. Let's see if it keeps happening, all right? And our last topic is the National League wild card. 3 teams are going for those final 2 spots, right? Cubbies are in the lead in the Central, but they're only 3 games up on the Brewers. Big 4-game this series this weekend in Milwaukee, so keep an eye on that. Let's see if the Brewers can sweep the Cubs again like they did last week. All right, and also in the National League, the team trying to get there, I'm blanking on it right now, not the Brewers. The Cardinals are pretty much falling out, right? Who we got in the National League? I'm blanking. Forget about it. Doesn't matter. It's going to be Brewers, Cubbies. I'm going to get it. D-backs locked it up, of course. So it's D-backs, Brewers. How is Spencer doing this? Rockies. The Rockies. Rockies fans, hat off to you. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to the Rockies making the playoffs, right? They're a game and a half up over Milwaukee in the wild card now, so Rockies are in there right now, and Milwaukee's creeping up on the Rockies, and Milwaukee can still get the Cubs. So fun little moment there. Rockies fans, I apologize once again, but hey, we're not used to the Rockies going to the playoffs, so it's not shocking that I blanked on them there. But that's Midnight Baseball. This is me, Spencer.Dodgers. Thank you so much. I'm pumped up. Yes, I talk fast sometimes. Yes, I'm still doing what I love to do. Till we see you again, maybe tomorrow or the next day. This is Midnight Baseball. Woo!